All right. Hello. Hello. It is Melissa here, your insurance exam queen. And I am super, super excited to be sharing this interview with you. I am interviewing the one and only Malia Rogers, who has a book called Magnetic Allure. And it is absolutely amazing because in this book, she wrote the process that she has used to build her business using referral partners. Instead of buying leads or worrying about how to get business into the business, she figured out I'm going to talk to people and I'm going to connect with people and I'm going to network with people. And that is how I'm going to build my business. And I'm super excited to be able to share this with you all, my audience here at the Insurance Exam Queen, because you guys are heading into this industry where you're going to, build your own businesses. And honestly, there's so many ways that you guys can work in insurance. Some of you might be in a call center. Some of you might be working in small agencies. Some of you may be wanting to start your own agency. When you're in an agency and not in a call center, whether you're working for someone else or you're working on your own, getting business to come to you is amazing. It's so easy if people are coming to you instead of you going out to people. And it's one of the best ways to make the most amount of money in the insurance industry is by having people come to you, having your own agency. And Malia has written out the easiest way to make this happen. And I'm so excited to share it with you all. So I'm going to let her go ahead and introduce herself to you guys, and stay tuned. Watch this interview because you will learn so many incredible, amazing things. Simply reading the book with Malia and just talking with her. This woman has so many amazing nuggets and it's fabulous. So go ahead, Malia, say hello.
Hi, thank you, Melissa. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited to share my book because one of the things that I did building my book of business is learn how to build referral partners. So I'm licensed in over 40 states, and I have people from all over the country sending me business on a daily basis. So yes, it's the number one question that I'm asked by other entrepreneurs is how I was able to do that. A lot of these referral partners I've never met in person, and I decided that I should teach other people how to do that.
Yes, and that's awesome. And what's really cool is you also discovered, as I was reading your book, that you teach the steps of how to create referral partners, but that it wasn't working for some people and it was working for others. Can you dive into that a little bit?
Yes, so a few years ago, I retraced the steps that I took to building referral partners, and I had been teaching it to other agents across the country for a while. And then I realized that, hey, how come this 5-step formula doesn't work for everybody? And that was my aha moment, is that you can jump through all the steps, but if people don't want to send you business, then they simply won't. And so we can't force other people to send us business, but what we can do is make changes to ourselves, things that make us attractive to work with. People will want to send business to us and partner with us. And so the majority of the book is characteristics that make you magnetic. And I think that was the key that I was missing previously.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I mean, you are magnetic, just so you know. Like you're so fun and so awesome to talk to. But I love that because so when we're starting to build a business, when we're working, and what's so amazing about your book is that it stretches far beyond the insurance industry. And if you're here now, like I like to tell some people that you may have come across the Insurance Exam Queen to learn to help you study pass the exam, but that may not be the thing that you end up actually doing, but you showed up in my world so that you can meet me. And this was the way that you could meet me and learn from me and be able to go after what it is you want to go after. Because I truly want people to go after what it is that they're excited about, what lights them up. And with, Malia, she has an amazing insurance industry, business agency. And now she's wanting to go into things that also light her up by helping people with networking and connecting. So what Malia has in her book doesn't only help you with the insurance, it can help you with any sort of entrepreneurship job, business that you may be running. But when we start a business, whether it's insurance or whatever, we learn there's strategy, and strategy is like specific steps that you can do, post on Facebook this off. Like when I think about YouTube channel, yeah, you got to be posting 2 times a week. You have to have a thumbnail. You have to have, certain things. And that's the strategy. But behind it, a thing that a lot of people fail to talk about or add to the strategy is your vibe and your energy. And so she's nailed that down. She's like, not only am I going to teach you the strategy I use to have referral partners and networking in that way, but also why would people want to network with you? What makes you attractive to other people? Why would someone say, like, if I'm a real estate agent and I'm selling people's houses, I'm going to need to get them signed up they're going to need to get homeowners. And I've probably been approached by multiple, insurance agents who want my business, who want me to send people to them. But why would I choose this person over that person? And Malia teaches you how to do that. So, and it's so crazy because as I was going through her book and looking at the different things, I'm like, these are things that I've done within my own business, within my own self, so that people will be not only am I offering you content to pass your insurance exam, but I'm offering, this vibe and this energy that you feel good in, that you want to be around. And Malia has written out a way for you to harness that yourself, and different things that you can do, like making someone interesting.
There's a chapter in the book on how to be an interesting person, and I break down the 3 elements. And the thing is that I also want to help you elevate and build connections too. It's a huge part of what people are missing. And Melissa, to your point, we are in a very competitive industry. The insurance industry is super competitive. I've heard figures like there's only 8% of agents that actually make it past their 3rd year.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we're all selling the same products, really. So my competitor down the street is selling the same thing I'm offering. I'm not offering anything special that they can't offer, right? So at the end of the day, it has to do with who are they going to do business with? They're going to go with who they like, know, and trust, right? So my husband described this book as, hey, it's a book that teaches people how to be likable.
Yeah. Yes. And it's like the simplest things that can make you, interesting, and doesn't have to necessarily be what you think it is. And it can be so simple, but to be a person that's magnetic, this is what allows, business to come to you. It's so much nicer sitting back. Like when people pass the insurance exam and they've used my product, they go out and they tell other people. I don't have to do a lot of work for people to come into my world every day. We have more and more people coming into the insurance exam space. And it's not because I'm out there searching hard for people or telling them to come find me. I've just built a magnetic presence where people are drawn into me and they're coming to me, and it makes building a business so much easier when you don't have to focus on bringing anybody in. People are coming in. And then you get to the point where you have to hire people to help you. So like, I got to help you work with your agent. Sue needed to pass her insurance exam. And so we worked with her, and you're to the point. And this is something I really want people to understand is, I stress this all the time. Insurance is an amazing industry, and you can change your entire financial future by, starting an insurance agency. And not only have you created an amazing financial outcome for your family using your insurance business, you are able to hire other people to come in and they can change their financial future. And it's just incredible what you're able to do. So not only have you created, financial wealth for yourself, but you're doing it for other people. And now you're sharing your wisdom and your knowledge with other people. And one of the things that I've noticed within the insurance industry is that a lot of people try to gatekeep knowledge, successful ways of running a business. And they're like, I won't share it with you unless you're on my team. And you're like, look, I've got an incredible book that's going to show you how to build leads coming into your business, how to have so many people come to you that you have to hire people to handle the phone calls. That's literally what you're offering in your book, because that's exactly what's happened to you. But you're not requiring that they join you or work with you by any means. They just got to get the book. And when they get a copy of the book, they get the exact strategy they need to build their referral partner networks, and then the vibe and the energy to have within themselves, so that they are at the tip of everyone's tongue when they're like, oh, you need an insurance person? I know the best person. Malia Rogers will totally help you out. Here's her phone number. Get in contact with her. To be able to teach someone the strategy of that plus the energy of that is absolutely incredible. And the potential of what's available when someone is running a business and they have so many people coming into them
Mhm.
it just changes so much for you, for yourself, for your life, for your business.
Mhm.
One, I think that's one of the hardest things in the insurance industry is not having access to the right knowledge, not necessarily knowing where to go to get that knowledge. And then how do you put that into practice so that you can build a business easily? So just have people knocking down your door instead of you trying to, hey,
Yes,
somebody look at me, come over here. They're like, oh, we're already here. We're already ready to go.
right.
Like, sign me up. Like, I'm excited.
Absolutely.
And I think that's super cool.
Yeah, and you're 4 times more likely to get that business. Someone calling in already knowing that they want to work with you, it's going to be a higher closing ratio than if you were to just cold call them and they have no idea who you are, right? And I do believe that we'll have a
Yes.
stronger economy if we have thriving businesses. So I put my heart and soul into this book, and I did a lot of research too. So a lot of the characteristics that I talk about building, it's not just my gut feeling says you need to do this. I did a lot of research to back it up by science that hey, if you build this characteristics, it will make you more magnetic.
Yeah. That's what I love about the book too. Cause I'm always a person like there's a study done somewhere that says writing notes is best for you when you're studying an exam. But I'm not one to actually find that information and share that with people. You've actually done your research and you can point to specifically the fact that you said you're 4 times as more likely. I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl knows her stuff. Like, you know, your stuff. You really love helping people build their connections. And that's, I mean, it's awesome because the insurance industry is a people industry. You're serving people, you're helping people, and you need to be able to know people really well to be able to build that business. I'm so excited for, people entering this industry that they can simply get a book that's going to help them build their business, get the leads that they need, and also make a lot of connections. Networking is incredibly powerful. And I don't think people really truly realize the power and the potential that they have when they can tap into networks of people that they know. And you're teaching people how to do that simply and easily with the steps, and then how to be so magnetic while doing it. And I just think it's super awesome. Is
Yes,
there anything else you wanted to share about your book?
I was thinking about this and I'm pricing the book as low as possible because I'm not trying to get rich off of this. I really truly want to help people out. So, for less than the cost of a Red Robin burger, you can have this book. Plus, I've created a free workbook that you could download. In the book, it tells you where to go to get this free workbook. And so for a book and workbook, you just have to sell one policy to make that worth it. And all it takes is one person to blow up your business. So that's how building referrals partners work is you get one referral partner and then your business starts snowballing, and then there will be a point where you can't even stop that business from coming. So we're that that you get to that point, with your business.
I love that. I love that. And it's so simple. And that's what's so cool about this is like you do get to snowball and like, watch it happen. And this happened for you too, where you're like, I've got to have people come into my business. What is the simplest way of doing this? I'm going to have people just talk about me, like make sure people know that I am the Medicare person that they need to talk to and refer people to me. And it's incredible how you get to do this just through conversations with people. You're just conversating with people, and it's incredible. And 40 states, it blows my mind. You've got people in 40 different states sending them your way. You don't even have to worry about being local. Like so many people studying for the exam really want remote position. They're like, I don't want to have to be physical in person with people. I mean, you may, be physical with meeting your clients locally, but it's not a requirement that you have to be local, that you have to sit down with people. You can be getting people from all over the place, from all over the country. And it's not like they're flying in or you're flying out to go meet with them.
It's
So it's
yeah,
with the such a big interest in remote, I think that this is just even powerful to be having a remote type of business.
yes, I agree with you. And clients do like being able to work with you remote, and some people are concerned, but that's the power of having a different professional that says, hey, you need to call this person to get insurance. This is the person you need to work with. Because if you think
Yes.
about it, I actually am not able to meet with clients face to face if they're in another state. Why would a different professional from Texas refer business to me when they could be referring a local agent, right? So those are some of the things that we're going to be discussing in the book.
Yeah, and I love that because like there's so many. I prefer, like, if I have to do business with someone
Mhm.
and there's like buying the house, we had this whole process. We needed a realtor, and then we needed a mortgage person, and then we an insurance person. And when someone says go to this person, they're amazing, I'm like, oh, thank you for, now I don't have to Google, now I don't have to see if this person is good or not. Like, if I know and like this person and they're telling me to go to this person, I'm like, oh, that makes life so much easier for me, that I know I'm being sent to someone who's going to be awesome and amazing and is going to take care of me. I would much rather have anyone that I need to do business with be referred to me. Here's their name, here's their number, find them, they'll take care of you. I would much prefer that over trying to find someone else myself,
Yeah.
trying to research or hunt, or, it's so incredible when you're handed over to when someone's like, this is the person.
Mhm.
And it makes it a lot more powerful to be able to do business that way.
Yes, and that's the key is the whole point of this book is be that person. Be the person that everybody wants to send business to and partner with. And I do have smart moves at the end of each chapter. So there's actionable steps. I try to make it short and to the point. I don't think it would take anyone more than 2 or 3 hours to read this book too. So I try not to put a lot of fluff in it. I do put a lot of stories in there and case studies so that it's easier to remember, but you'll have actionable steps at the end of each chapter as well.
It is, and it's an enjoyable read too. I've been reading it and I'm like, I really enjoy reading this. I want to come back and read this. I'm sad when I get distracted with the baby and I'm like, I can't finish reading
Oh,
it. So it's an enjoyable read, and it's a very powerful read to help you build a business. And again, one of my biggest desires here as the insurance exam queen is not just helping people pass their exam, but helping people pass their exam so that they can build an amazing career that changes the financial future for themselves, for their families, whatever impact it is you want to make. I want people to, and me, myself, as an entrepreneur, I'm not even the one, I don't sell insurance. So my business isn't actually insurance, but
mhm.
I want anyone who wants to be able to make money their own way, do it their own way, be in control of their time, being in control of their talents and their genius, to be able to just build a business quickly and easily. And Malia has a way of setting that up so that you have people constantly being sent to you, so that instead of having the problem of I got to try and find people to come to me, or I got to pay money for leads. I think that was one of the worst things I've discovered about the insurance industry, is that you can get hooked up with someone who will say, spend money on leads. And there's good way, there's pros and cons to everything, right?
Yes.
Like, so there are some people who make a lot of money with leads,
Mm.
but it works for them. I would prefer not to have to spend money to make money. I would like to at least make money first before I'm, spending any money to bring anybody in. But you've created a system where you don't have to spend money buying leads. You're not, and the most money you're spending is making sure I've got a phone so that I can talk to people, which you already have anyway.
Right.
Even me building my business, I'm like, YouTube and Facebook, it's all free. I built my business for free. Paying the price of one book, buy Malia's book. The link is down here in the comments. To be able to say, I started my business from hardly anything to this huge thing where I've got a problem now. I've got so many people coming to me. I experienced that myself. I've got so many people coming to me. I have to hire people to help me out, to help me manage all of this. And that is an amazing problem to have.
Right.
The awful problem is I don't have anybody coming to me. I feels like crickets over here. How am I going to sustain? How am I going to keep this growing? If this is meant to be the way that I take care of my family, the way that I, create abundance in my bank account, and I'm struggling just to get a phone call, just to get a sale happening, this isn't going to work. So to be able to have the system you have written out in your book, and to have the magnetic allure around it of like being a person people want to come to, it's just amazing. And I'm super excited to offer this to my people here at the Insurance Exam Queen space. And honestly, any business, any business that you have, even myself using the principles that she has in her book, I'm like, I need to tap more into what she's, recommending here. And I'm super excited about it. And I'm excited. Anybody reading this book who's starting their business is going to have amazing success. And I'm just so grateful that you've written this for us, Malia.
Thank you, Melissa. I really appreciate it. And I'm so grateful for you. And thank you for taking the time to read my book and sharing it with your audience. That means a lot.
Thank you for writing it. I am thanking you. Like, oh my gosh, you are sharing this amazing wisdom and this amazing knowledge in this book. And we are so grateful and blessed that you are willing to share it with us. You could keep it to yourself. You can just continue to grow your insurance business and not share with people how you've built this amazing business. And we are grateful that you have shared this with us. And anyone reading this book is going to have an awesome impact. And I'm super excited to see what happens as this book gets published and people are reading it and building their businesses. We can come back a year from now, talking with other people who have I followed her steps. I did her action steps at the end of every chapter. I was able to build a business, and now I'm sitting back sipping margaritas at the pool while all these people are calling in for insurance policies. I've got a big old team who are taking the phone calls, and I just get to sit back. Like, it gets to be that way when we tap into successful strategies and vibes that work. And you've laid that out for people. And thank you for writing this book. We are grateful for what you are sharing with us, because it's so incredible, the knowledge and the wisdom that you've put into this easy to read, enjoyable book.
Thanks, Melissa. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Well, we love you guys. We are sending you all the loves and vibes to pass the exam and to grow your insurance industry. Click the link below in the comment section, the description section, to be able to get a copy of your book. And if you want to be able to put into practice some of these things that Malia is talking about and just work with other people about networking, she also has a Facebook group that you guys can join to help you with connecting and networking. And we'll make sure we have the link for that below. And you can find her on Facebook as Malia Rogers to get set up in whatever you want to build networks. You want to connect with people. You want to be magnetic and alluring and attractive. Like she's where it's at. So love you all. Have an amazing day. Bye.
Bye.